Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 2, the Super Mario All-Stars Edition. We begin this episode with World 5. And let's select a princess. World 5 is kind of a long world. It's actually one of my favorite worlds because it's a world not a whole lot of people do unless you're actually playing through the whole game. Of course, you can kind of warp outside of World 5, well, around World 5 if you wanted to, really. World 5 is actually pretty challenging too, and I like that. Anyways, this part right here, we need to actually carry the Subzone potion across a good amount of distance. And that's why the princess becomes really handy in this level. I would probably go with the princess or Luigi in this level. I would not go with Toad whatsoever unless you wanted to skip a super mushroom. And you'll see why in a second. Now right here, we need to throw the potion down so that we can get a mushroom. And it's all the way down here. But fortunately, if you just wait, it'll reset you back up where that door was. Now over here, we need to start hopping on logs and trouts. And right here, you kind of want to super jump right there so that you can push this, we'll pull the toadstool block out of the way so that you can get this mushroom. Because if you don't, it'll be stuck up there, and you won't be able to get it. So that's kind of tricky on their part. But if you want the extra vitality point, well, that's what you do. It's not really that difficult. If you just time it right, you'll be fine. Now this Birdo is the only Birdo in the game, as far as I'm aware of, that will never spit out eggs. And you only have one toadstool block to deal with him. So I think he's probably the most difficult Birdo in the game. That's why the princess really helps, because you can accurately jump wherever you want to. And that's also why 4 vitality points helps, because, you know, you can get hit a couple of times without being worried, without having to worry about it, that is. I think we're fine with 24 lives. What do you think, viewers? Anyways, the next level we're going to choose Mario. 5-2 is kind of a neat level too. You'll see why. We've got a lot of hoopsters in this level. And it is a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not too terrible. The weird thing about this level is that the Subzone potion is in one single location, and you have to go back and get it in order to get both power-up mushrooms. And you're kind of wondering about these bombable blocks in the jar? Well, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of these jars have bombable floors, but you can't bomb them, so I'm kind of wondering what would happen if you tried to bomb a floor of a jar that did not have a bomb in it. I don't know of any Game Genie code that would give you a bomb immediately, so I don't know what would happen, viewers. You got me, so maybe one day I'll figure that out. The great unanswered question. It's like skipping the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. Although you can actually do that in one level. I believe it's 3-4 or 3-1 or one of them. Anyway. I should know, even though I played Super Mario Bros. Recently, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. Now here I kind of went halfway into the level and I completely forgot that I needed to go back and get a Subzone potion again for the next mushroom. But I kind of wanted to show you there's a lot of jumping puzzles in this level. And that's why I think a lot of people skip 5, because it is pretty difficult, and like I said, you can easily get the warp zone in World 4 and go straight to World 6 and not have to deal with it. But I want this Subzone potion again. Now here's the tricky part. This next Subzone mushroom is very difficult to get. It takes a lot of practice and patience. And I guess you could use that Shy Guy to get rid of those porcupines down there, but that's okay, we don't need it. I apologize for my mistakes here. Every now and then somebody's going to make a mistake in a Let's Play, but that's okay. It just means I'm trying to play the game. Although I'm doing actually very well in this game. Better than I thought I would do. Especially since I haven't played Super Mario Bros. 2 in a long time. But I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy this game. And it's nice to have this on my channel too. That's one of the things I want to do on my channel, is I want to have kind of a library or an archive of a lot of the games that I like, even if everybody's done them before, because I think the important thing about a Let's Play is to play games that you enjoy. It doesn't matter if 100,000 people have done the exact same game. you know? Because you never know. I mean, you may get into the situation where somebody wants to go to your channel and they're like, gee, I wish they played this game. I wish they played Super Mario Brothers. And then there it is, you know? And it'll give me something to do too. But I am going to do newer games. Trust me. There's a very new game that I'm doing right now that I'm going to probably start Let's Playing in a few days, I'm thinking. We got all these hoopsters here. It's not too difficult, this section. Just kind of take your time. Now this is kind of a cool little part. And if you skip World 5, you'll skip this. This neat little area where you just pick up a POW block and you just kind of avoid the spikes. And fortunately you go slow enough that it's easy to avoid them. And the POW block is kind of useless there, but it's something. I guess they had to have something in the middle of the bridge. Here I just felt like throwing a trout at a Birdo. I'm going to kill Birdos in very creative ways in this episode, so enjoy. And I realize I, you know, got down to small Mario here, but I don't really care. I just wanted to get rid of Birdo. Beep-a-doop-a-doo. Now, we're going to choose Luigi for this level. Luigi is a good pick for this level, although towards the end Luigi can be very tricky, and you'll see why. But it's a good compromise, I think. I'd probably go with Luigi or Princess in this level. That's a warp zone up there. Yeah, you can see here we need a sub-zone potion for that. And Luigi is, I think, the only person that can get up there. But that's alright. I'll show you the warp zone at the end of this episode. That's why I didn't care about getting hit there, because, you know. But also the music reset there, and I'm not sure why it did that when I pick up a vegetable. But, a vegetable. Huh. That's a different kind of vegetable. Right here it's kind of tricky to get these bombs to explode the right walls. So what I do here, and this is done just so I can get to a sub-zone, or a mushroom. So I'm trying to show you where all of them are, or as much as I can anyway. We've got to wait for the bombs to explode, throw the sub-zone potion, and get the mushroom. Now Luigi's a great jumper vertically, and even horizontally, but the problem is, unlike the Princess, I mean, there's a trade-off. You can't exactly land exactly where you want to land, exactly. And this is a cool little section. You can take off that toadstool block and get a lot of bombs out of the pipes, but you don't really need to. And there's a sub-zone down there, but there's no mushroom or anything like that, so might as well ignore it. Now we get to climb up a large tree. And this is one of my favorite sections of 5.3, or World 5. It's just kind of cool to me. It interests me for some strange, weird reason. Now we got the Sparko here. Sparky, whatever you want to call it. I like to just kind of, at least block off the Shy Guys there. But see, this is why Luigi's very good in this level. We can just super jump our way to the top. He looks kind of silly when he kneels and jumps like that, but that's okay. And these bombs can actually be pretty agile compared to the flurries, because they are slower. Now here's a cool little section. I always thought this was a really cool section. This section actually wraps from left to right, so you can kind of go left to right to left to right. You'll see here in a second. And these walking fire plants make it a lot more difficult than it should be. But that's okay, it's a good challenge. And I like the graphics in this level better than the original Super Mario Bros. 2. The original Super Mario Bros. 2, they tried to make it look a little more like it was the inside of a tree at this part, but it just didn't look as good to me. I like the All-Star version a lot better. And the physics are pretty much the same. And it's a good interlude between this and Super Mario World as well. Now we've got to get on Pigeon here. And hijack his magic carpet. And right here we have to deal with Birdo. You can kind of tell from the music. And I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to deal with Birdo. So what I did was I just kind of went over a little bit. And you'll see we have a boatload of Shy Guys. And I was thinking about using the eggs against Birdo, but I thought, you know, we have all those Shy Guys, so I figured, why not use the Shy Guys against them? So that's what I did. First, that actually hit him twice. That was pretty cool. I got really lucky there. And over here, we get to deal with Birdo one more time, and there you have it. Also, I skipped that heart. I didn't need the heart for the vitality point. Now we get to the enemy, the last enemy in World 5, which is Clawgrip. And as Luigi, he's a pain in the ass. You have to really control your jumps to land on the rocks and not fall down the pit. Because if you fall down the pit, well, yeah, you'll have to restart the level. I don't know if you restart at this point or not, but I'd rather not fall down the pit and have to restart it. I think you do restart the level because you have to choose what character you want. But I don't plan on killing myself off in this game. So if I, you know, I'm not 100% sure, don't sue me. Because I don't intend on dying. Now, World 6 will come out at a later episode, obviously, but now it's time to show the bonus area, the Warp Zone. Now, the Warp Zone is in World 5. I think this is 5-3. And as Luigi, you can just easily jump up here, go down the jar, and this takes you to World 7. This is the only warp to World 7, by the way. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.